Hey, everybody, welcome to the Sky Lounge podcast, episode number 183. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Follow me at the Sky Lounge on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Music. And also check out at the Sky Lounge on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And without further ado, let's get the shit started, boys and girls. With episode number 183, the world is still a ball. Hopefully, Sportsball. They back yet? Legitimate question. Are they back yet, man? Can we get Sportsball back, motherfucker? Holy fuck, man. And I'll tell you what, dude. I'll tell you what. We gotta chill out on the fucking politics for a bit. three fucking days of that shit got your boy tired. Okay? And he needs to go into rest mode from all that garbage that I don't really give a shit about, in all honesty. But I'll tell you what, man. What I do give a shit about is Sportsball. And this episode is just going to be a huge sigh of relief talking sports ball. Well, at least, certain aspects of sports ball that's revealed to us over the last week or so. So, the NFL, boys and girls, is still churning and bubbling with news. Yes, they are. The National Football League is never quiet, even in the month of June. Now, it was announced this week that the Pro Bowl in 2021 will be held in Las Vegas, January 31st, 2021, in Allegiant Stadium. Very cool. Definitely would love to see some players, here and there in the city. Hopefully, if I have an opportunity, I can go. But it's the fucking Pro Bowl, right? It always comes with the same criticisms and I suppose really negativity behind it, which is that it's not really all that competitive and there's really not a whole lot to really care about, right? Especially because, the very fucking next week or so is the Super Bowl. So there's a lot of curious parts about this for me because, I would love to go because I'm in Las Vegas, but at the same time, do I really want to go and watch Pro Bowl shit? I don't know. Maybe if, Russell Wilson's there, Bobby Wagner's there, and my boys, like DK Metcalf, Pete Carroll, those guys are there, I'll probably go, but that would mean that the Seahawks didn't make it to the Super Bowl. So yeah. I'm just trying to calculate this shit out in my head, kids. All right. And sometimes my calculations are not that correct. Or they're just flat out wrong at times. And I get it. I can admit that. I can. But why teams in Los Angeles admit that this whole venture is a huge mistake? I get it, man. The Rams have their fucking history in Los Angeles. Yeah. You never fucking won a Super Bowl in LA, but sure. Hold on to that shit because you do have history there. I understand that. But over the last few years, it's kind of been proven that you can't even sell at your fucking stadium with your own fans. Like, you pretty much have to hold them hostage to fucking show up at your goddamn stadium. And that's not even getting into the fucking Chargers talk, man. The Chargers are a goddamn... Oh, God, what really is the best word to even call what the Chargers are? They're not even a cesspool, okay? They're just a fucking circus act. That's what they are. You're led by fucking Spanos, your shit-ass owner, and now the talk says, oh, wow, the Chargers might potentially be in the signing for Colin Kaepernick, mediocre quarterback extraordinaire. Oh. Holy fuck, man. I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised these LA teams are just kind of meh all over. And because they're so fucking meh, HBO came a-knocking for Hard Knocks. Jesus fucking Christ. You're gonna have fucking Jared Goff and who's that fuckboy? Justin Herbert. Seeing who's the more superior quarterback in Los Angeles, where it's like, oh, dude, that's like comparing which garbage is smellier. The one in the fucking water or the one in the dry land? I don't know. They're both trash. Fuck. Cool, HBO. Congratulations. LA. I mean, you could have picked the fucking Jacksonville Jaguars. I think that would have been that would have been a disaster actually worth watching, because holy shit, the Jaguars are an absolute train wreck. But yeah, LA needs their publicity. Their new stadium is going to be all shiny and new. It's going to be fucking great. So, in you go. And yeah, I live in Las Vegas. They just built Allegiant Stadium. I have some issues with it. Of course I do. But hopefully it provides revenues to the city. And yeah. Do you have a thing against new stadiums? Not really, motherfucker. I just don't like those fucking LA football teams. That's really it. I don't really care for the Chargers. I certainly don't like the fucking Rams. I mean, straight up, I don't like the fucking Rams at all. But, you know, what are you going to do? The NFL owners are greedy pieces of shit, and they just want more money and more bullshit. So, they don't really care about the fans. They don't really care about what you want, and they'll move their fucking team however they please. Fuck you, Kroenke, and fuck you, Spanos. Boom, boom, double fucking middle fingers in the air. You know what? Boom, double time again. Assholes. Just complete fucking assholes, man. Hey, what are you talking about? Just look up the fucking history for Stan Kroenke and what he's actually done. And Dean Spanos just goes without saying. True piece of shit. But, listen, man. There's a lot of teams that can feel like pieces of shit because of their perhaps infamous history in failing. The Jets are certainly one of those teams. Yes, they are. I don't even want to fucking hear the argument against the Jets. They are a perennial fucking depression film. Like, on cue, really. And, man, you're already talking about one of their top safety. I mean, their top safety, their top fucking player in Jamal Adams. He's looking for a potential trade where, I mean, I have no idea how they're going to pull that off with just the logistics behind, I would imagine, Jamal Adams' contract and the salary cap for the New York Jets. But in all honesty, I think the Jets might just fumble their way out of the situation where Jamal Adams is going to be just run down out of his contract. No one's going to fucking trade for him, and he's going to just walk away on the free. Or you trade him way too late, and you get essentially nothing for him. And I could totally see a team like the fucking Ravens or the Patriots getting interested in shit like that. But who the hell knows, man? Who the hell knows? Because sports ball is a mystery sometimes, man. Especially with injuries, man. You never know how well you're going to be once you come back from a long-term injury. And Deebo Samuels of the San Francisco 49ers was diagnosed with a broken foot. He's going to be out 3 to 4 months. Now, as a Seahawks fan, do I take some sort of joy in this? Possibly. But not really. It's a player that's out. It's unfortunate. It happens. But the more curious thing for me as a Seahawks fan, looking at the 49ers right now is your head coach going to, be up to snuff for this season? And will your defense maintain the level of excellence and consistency that was shown last season? I think the 49ers are going to face a huge issue in those two departments. And if anything, kids, and I've said this for a while now, I think the surprise team of that NFC West and to possibly win that division, I think might be the Arizona Cardinals. I think everything is coming together for them. There is something really special potentially going on down there. Obviously, you get DeAndre Hopkins, but at the fact that you got, legend Fitzgerald in there, legend Larry Fitzgerald just fucking catching impossible balls, doing beautiful shit alongside DeAndre Hopkins. And, oh, God, they got that Christian Kirk kid, is that right? Kirk, that fucking wide receiver who's actually pretty damn good himself. That's going to be a team. That's going to be quite a team to face up. And you're going to see that kid, Kyler Murray, just be better in the second year. Maybe, a lot of criticisms because he came from the same school as Baker, but lots of weapons around him, lots of potential. So I'm thinking the Cardinals kind of rise up where the Rams, I think they're just going to be a perennial bottom feeder in the NFC West. And the 49ers, as well as they can do, I don't think they're going to be playing up to the potential like they did last season. So that's just my whole thing. What about the fucking Seahawks? Dude, they're going to be fucking 10-6, okay? Like, the Seahawks have this whole thing where they have the fucking games in hand by like a possession, all right? These motherfuckers are so goddamn willing to play every inch of the fucking game till the last minute that sometimes they shoot themselves in the foot. We've seen this in the 1 yard line with fucking Pete Carroll and his goddamn crazy ass overthinking. Oh, hey, Pete, why don't you just fucking run it? No? All right. I'm the asshole. All right. Hey, Pete, it's at the 1 yard line again. You're going to have Russ fuck up the fucking play call. What the fuck are we guys? Don't worry. What are we doing? It's always a battle of inches for the Seahawks, and we lose by inches. Literal inches, motherfucker. It is absolute insanity at times. As much as I love Pete Carroll, there are moments where you think, dude, what are you doing? Why are you shooting yourself in the foot, Pete? This is how you become a fucking meme. If you're not a champion, you're a meme. That's how it is in the NFL, man. That's how it is. That's how it is in a lot of sports ball. Okay? I mean, take a look at these motherfuckers right here. Arsenal. All right? We're going to talk about football next. So I need you guys to fucking be reminded of this badge because, oh boy. Like, I know my team's flaws and strengths. And oftentimes, the flaws are so fucking glaring that you have to talk about it. You do. Hey, the goddamn Seahawks, man. I'm very curious because I see a 10-6 season. I see another 10-6 season. Possibly 9-7 if everything just completely fucking falls apart. Or if Russ gets injured, we're going to the draft lottery. Simple. Like there's nothing else to say. If Russ gets injured, if Russell Wilson gets injured for the Seattle Seahawks, we are going to the draft lottery. I'm going to embrace that shit if that happens, okay? But worst, 9-7. At best, I think the Seahawks go 12-4, but I'm sticking to 10-6. That's just how I see it, with the way this whole team is run. But who the hell knows, man? Who the fuck knows? That's not for another couple of months. And you still got training to figure out. You still got to figure out that Josh Gordon reinstatement issue. I mean, please, Flash, join the fucking Seahawks. Imagine the power of Russell Wilson and his bowels to your hands. Come back, Josh! Come back! But we don't know. We won't know for a while. But what we do know this week, boys and girls, is that the Premier League is back. Yes, the Premier League is back in the world of football, a.k.a. soccer for the Americans out there. And yes, I do have to say soccer because it's actually a word created in England. Yeah, fun fact of the day. They used to say that shit all the time. Until like a couple decades ago. Now they're all uppity about it. But I love the Premier League. I absolutely love the Premier League. It is my favorite league to watch. Obviously, you have the Champions League, you have the Europa League, which, like asterisk, because that's only when my team plays. Okay? But I watch the Europa League. I don't really give a shit about the Europa League. But Premier League, for me, is the best. It's just all about parity. It's all about, as recently in the last few years, just the best fucking talents all around the world playing in England. And dude, we had 4 fucking matches between Wednesday and Friday, which is today, boys and girls. Yes, I'm sitting here 4 in the afternoon, just a little minutes away from 4:20, but we had 4 matches, 2 on Wednesday, 2 on Friday. And the curious part is there's no fans in the stands, of course. We had this whole COVID-19 situation, and so you have virtual Zoom attendees. You have like a fucking TV panel of like maybe 12 or so squares, and the home fans will go ahead and log in, give get on the fucking Zoom and watch that shit. Now, my whole thing with this Zoom thing was always this. What if one dude just fucking flat out, whips out his dick like, and just taunts the other fucking players on the pitch? This is why I was like thinking about this when the Premier League announced it. Like, we're gonna have fucking virtual fans. Like, why? Why? Because they might just whip out their dick, dude. Maybe not a good idea, but all right, that's the risk you're taking. That's the motherfucking risk you're taking. But the risk that I think neither team are taking is home field advantage. In my eyes, I don't really think there is an advantage to playing in a home stadium. I mean, obviously, pre-match, resting, traveling, all that shit, maybe. But actual match, unless, it's a fitness issue, not a huge thing with home field advantage and home pitch advantage or whatever in my mind. But we've had some really good football over these 4 matches. And man, the first one in Aston Villa versus Sheffield United on Wednesday, a 0-0 draw where Sheffield was completely robbed by the officiating crew in the Premier League. And I ask again, when the fuck is the English FA going to open their goddamn eyes and fix the fucking disease that is known as the fucking English officiating? They are absolutely terrible. Majority of those referees are just fucking blind, and they go by their ego and arrogance, not by the actual happenstance of what's going on the fucking pitch. So it frustrates me to no end. And when you actually watch this on fucking VAR, which is a resource that these officials have, and you can clearly see the fucking ball go past the goalkeeper for Sheffield. That should have been a fucking goal for Sheffield, 1-0, and they should have won it. And you know why I get so mad? Because Sheffield United has been such a consistent team throughout this year. I mean, come on, man. If you think about their defense and their offense, Sheffield United is a top 4 club in this league right now. But when you see shit like this, it's like the referees are just fucking taking the air out the goddamn game. It's ridiculous. And so I asked the fucking English FA to do better. Figure that shit out, man. Holy fuck. Sheffield deserved to win that fucking match. And why aren't you, saying anything about Aston Villa? Because Aston Villa's fucking dog shit. They've always been dog shit. Every time they do something nice, it's like, oh, well, they're going to follow that up with a fucking precipitous fall. And they usually do. Oh, wow, they made it to the FA Cup final. They completely lost to Arsenal 4-0. But, now they're going down the fucking Premier League and going to championships. Oh. But yeah, keep telling me how Aston Villa is special. Oh, they won the fucking Champions League years back. Who gives a shit? Like, if it's not within the last decade, who gives a shit? All right? Especially with any kind of trophy. I don't care if you won it in Europe, motherfucker. If you haven't done shit in 10 years, don't fucking talk to me. All right? That's really it. But listen, man. When we talk about doing nothing, we got to talk about Arsenal. Anal. Haha. They got fucking ass rammed by the Manchester City citizens and their empty Etihad. 3-0. 3-0. 44 minutes of decent football. And then within that 44-minute span, 2 of our fucking critical players get injured, and Granit Xhaka and Pablo Mari, the latter whom, is going to be out for the rest of the fucking season, right as we came back. And then you are forced to bring on David Luiz, who is a proven fucking train wreck. David Luiz, based on all the articles that were coming out within the last few weeks about his transfer details, for the one season that he is with Arsenal, his fucking transfer basically cost £24 million for a defender that is just perennial mediocrity and trash. For like 2 good things David Luiz does, there's about 20 other things that he fucks up on. And holy fucking Christ, thank you so goddamn much, David Luiz. Because of you, Arsenal flat out shit the bed. All right? You have to think about this. 44 minutes of decent football from Arsenal. 44 minutes. Just about. And right when the 45th minute reaches, you're going into injury time for the first half. David Luiz relinquishes the ball. Let's be fair. That motherfucker flat out gives the ball to the City player in Raheem Sterling. And Sterling, with acres of space, nets it away no problem. In the second half, only a few minutes after the fucking second half starts, David Luiz is the stupid motherfucker that fouls a man inside the fucking penalty box, takes the goddamn red card for however many fucking times a season, and of course, Kevin De Bruyne, who now looks like a ginger fucking apocalypse warlord with the goddamn beard, he nets it away 2-0. So Arsenal down to fucking 10 men. They somehow keep it 2-0 for about 30 or so minutes. And then, 2 minutes into injury time in the second half. Another goal by Phil Foden. And, bro, I don't even fucking know what to expect with Arsenal anymore. I mean, this was the makeup match to catch up to 29 total matches for both Villa, the Sheffield match, and the City and Arsenal match. But you can clearly see Arsenal isn't a top club. I mean, they're barely hanging on to a top 10 spot right now. I mean, I believe they're sitting at 9th, right? They're sitting at 9th right behind Tottenham. But I don't really have a lot of expectations for Arsenal. I really don't. I just watch them and think, oh, great. What are you going to do today? Are you going to actually play up to snuff or just shit the bed? Usually they shit the bed. And City was no different. And they've lost to Manchester City 7 matches in a row now in all competitions. Yeah. I remember that League Cup final too. With that stupid asshole Unai Emery as manager. I remember that shit. It was awful. It was absolutely awful. Or was that Wenger? No, it was probably Emery. I'm thinking it was Emery, but I don't fucking know. I don't even fucking care at this point, man. With Arsenal. I mean, it's one of those fucking things where it's just like, oh, cool. I know you're going to fuck up. I know at blips you're going to have like decent moments, but who fucking cares? Who fucking cares? Why the fuck did we even continue this season for Arsenal? If it was me, I would have said, hey. All the youth go out there. Hey, Pierre, you're probably not going to sign. Let's just try to fucking find your transfer deal and get all this shit over with. God damn it, Arsenal has turned me into a goddamn pessimist. Because they just suck. I mean, speaking of suck, we got to talk about Norwich City. Norwich City got drubbed 3-0 today by Southampton. And a cruel angel's thesis. Okay? And I mean cruel as in Tim Krul, the goalkeeper for Norwich City, who was doing so well. He was playing so fucking well in that first half. I mean, he was just saving fucking shots after shots, and then the second half, Norwich just imploded. Oh my God, Norwich. How the fuck, in the second half of the season, they just fell off. And you know what, to be fair, it wasn't even the fucking second half of the season. Norwich really fell off after the first dozen matches in the Premier League. And I would not be surprised if they get relegated. Like, they did not look great at all today. Maybe it's the, hiatus. I get that. I'm going to give that little leeway. But at the same time, the way they imploded in that second half was absolutely embarrassing. And yes, I'm actually saying that as an Arsenal fan who saw his fucking club get demolished in a very similar fashion. But they also did it in the first half too. So, we beat you in the shittiness, bitch. Well, we're still going to probably be in the Premier League. But, that's a hope. That's a hope, kids. That's how bad Arsenal is now. But let's talk about our shitty fucking neighbors in North London. Spuds. Yeah. We got to talk about the Spuds. Taking on Manchester United. That's right. Well, the Dutch fucker scored. Bergwijn. Bergaboop. I don't fucking know. So, Boop Boop went ahead and scored early off of a really just awful, clumsy mistake. First from Luke Shaw, who completely just brain farted his ball out his fucking foot. And then David De Gea, who gets his hand on the ball, but it bounces off of his fucking hand to the goddamn net. And you feel for David De Gea because this man has single-handedly carried this fucking United team for like a better part of a decade. And he's, of course, going to get shit on by everybody because of that one fucking mistake. But I'll tell you this. And yes, this is truly coming from a place of hatred for the Spurs. But at the same time, despite it being a relatively balanced match, I mean, the Spurs could have absolutely taken their lead further. More than 1-0. They had ample opportunities to do so, but they just couldn't capitalize. And I look at Jose Mourinho and think, ooh, you complacent, arrogant cunt. You think this shit's going to work, but I think you're going to implode faster than any other fucking place. That 3-year span, I think you tie that with a culture from the Spuds where they are just perennial fucking losers for the last however many decades, and you're going to have Jose probably leaving in a year and a half. And good Lord, with all that talent around that team right now, how the fuck do you not score another goddamn goal? But Arsenal, dude, no. This is you versus Manchester United. All right. And United, let's be fair, guys. Let's be really fair. United hasn't been all that great this season either. A lot of inconsistency. Yeah. Higher total points than Arsenal. Yeah. I get that shit. But take a look at your fucking team right now and tell me that is a confident team. Well, there's one confident player in United right now, and it's Bruno Fernandes. And as much as I shit on the fact that this dude doesn't really deserve a fucking team of the season spot, you know, when the league was on hiatus, showed consistency. And that man was actually playing the best on the pitch, in my opinion. And he equalizes in the 81st minute, and United is tied 1-1 against Tottenham. And where United had another potential opportunity on the penalty, VAR denied that shit. But all in all, I would think the Spuds completely blew this match. The way they handled themselves, the way they just couldn't find the fucking ball in the back of the net. I mean, with all that pressure in United's defensive third, it was kind of embarrassing. So, curious, Spuds. What's the excuse now? No excuse, bitch. Just like Borussia Dortmund. Holy fuck. So, Bayern Munich wins the Bundesliga again. Surprise, motherfuckers. The fucking Bayern Munich wins again. But you really have to look at Borussia Dortmund and think, how did you fuckers blow this? Again? Again? You blew it again? How did you blow the Bundesliga title again? You had this for like months. Bayern Munich wasn't even all that good to start the season. Yet, each and every step of the way, you showed, oh, hey, we got some great offensive firepower, but nothing on defense. Wow, Borussia Dortmund. Just fucking pathetic. Fucking pathetic. I mean, RB Leipzig doesn't even deserve shit to be mentioned about. Like, they don't. You just sold your fucking top player in Timo Werner to goddamn Chelsea. You guys are a fucking sellers club. You're going to be goddamn Ajax in a couple of years. Have fun with that shit. But Borussia fucking Dortmund, you know you're better than this, yet you fucking miserable fuckers lost again to Bayern Munich. Oh, that sucks. Arsenal, dude, why are you trying to make this about Arsenal? Do you love Arsenal or something? Why are you trying to keep making this about Arsenal? We suck. I've said this multiple times, bitch. I can assess my own team. I know my team's weaknesses because they exhibit it every fucking time, and I watch my team as closely as I can. But when I talk fucking truth about your team, you fucking freak the fuck out. Man, calm the fuck down, bitch. All right? Assess your team. See what the hell's going on. Because they're not no goddamn perfect team. Okay? All right. Well, you know what, man? A perfect team in Italy, essentially in Juventus, wasn't all that perfect in the Coppa Italia final. Napoli beat Juventus on penalties in the Coppa Italia final. So congratulations to Napoli. Too bad Napoli will never be clutch enough to win Serie A. Yeah. When was the last time you won it? Maradona? Mr. Coke Boy! Sniffing on through to the other side of Naples, Italy. But they couldn't win it with Higuain, Hamsik, and Insigne. Remember a couple of years ago when Napoli literally fucking had the goddamn Serie A title in their hands and they blew it in the last week or so? Yeah, man. Coppa Italia, that's nice. But where's that Serie A title? Where is that shit at? Nowhere. Nowhere. Because, choke. Goddamn choke jobs. And yeah, I know CR7's getting a lot of shit for this right now. But to be quite frank, I don't really care what he does in domestic leagues anymore. Like I actually care about him on the international stage and the Champions League. Same thing with Messi, which, of course, every goddamn toxic fanboys want to debate all the fucking time, which is the most tiresome fucking thing. But I look at those guys on those two stages, mainly, because their domestic leagues are fucking farm leagues for them. It really is. Like, look at Juventus and the way they've just been handling the fucking Italian league the last 2 years with CR7. And look at the way Barcelona just plays around. Yeah, they have some competition sometimes, and, Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, sometimes Valencia, Villarreal. You'd be surprised. Sometimes, La Liga teams pop up out of nowhere, but, it's always those three. So, I'm always curious to see how CR7 and Messi do in international stages and in the Champions League. So, until then, I don't really care. Right? And the one thing that we should kind of care for if you're a fan of basketball, kids. Awkward fucking segue. I didn't have any other fucking way to do this. But listen, man, the 113-page rule book for this upcoming restart in Orlando for the NBA. Oh, my God. Have you ever heard of a more fucking spoiled and entitled league where you have a complete palace to yourself for individual players and you have a fucking anonymous tattletale line to see who's breaking COVID-19 rules? Holy shit. That communist fucker and LeBron James is going to fucking tattle on everybody. And eventually, the only teams are going to be the fucking Lakers, the Clippers, and the goddamn Bucks. You're a Lakers fan. Why would you complain about that? Dude, I don't like LeBron James embarrasses the shit out of me. Yeah, he's a great player. He is. I'm not denying that. But some of the shit that comes out of his mouth, it's like, why are you talking? Please stop. You are giving me a fucking headache. You sound mentally retarded, LeBron James. Please stop talking. Shut up and dribble. Oh, racist. Shut up. I don't want to hear their goddamn politics, man. Athletes, celebrities, none of that shit. I don't want to hear it. Just play ball. Son of a bitch. Why can't the MLB get that fucking memo, huh? Play ball. Like, what the fuck are you doing? This is a bitter reminder, ladies and gentlemen, that Rob Manfred is still a commissioner of a professional sports league in the United States of America. How does that happen? I have no fucking idea. Rob fucking Manfred, Mr. Pussy himself, is still a commissioner. He has never figured out this fucking... He's never going to figure out this goddamn league restart situation. He'll never fucking touch on the goddamn cheating scandals for two fucking potential teams in the Red Sox and the goddamn Yankees. And one completely confirmed team in the Houston Astros. Way to follow your fucking predecessor in Bud Selig and fuck your goddamn league, you fucking moron. Oh my God. Rob Manfred is a fucking cancer. He needs to go away from MLB. He is ruined. Like, him and those shitty owners are ruining baseball. Okay? I'll say that shit right now. The structure of this fucking league is a joke. The contract set up with the television, the fucking fan attendance, the way this whole negotiation shit's been going on for the last few weeks, it's a fucking joke. Just cancel it, put your fucking dick behind your goddamn legs, and say, we're just pussies. We're not going to play this league. We're just fucking going to wait for money. Just admit that you're assholes. All right? And pussies, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. Because everything that just comes out is just garbage from you motherfuckers. Jesus Christ, dude. MLBPA, the lawyers that are all involved, contract people. You can't figure out shit. Just cancel the fucking season, assholes. Bye-bye, Mookie. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. It's like a really shitty movie. Where you're just hoping it ends. Like, just fucking end already. Hardcore Henry, why are you running through the fucking concrete jungle? Just fucking get the goddamn assassin and end this movie. And speaking of shitty movies, man, Regal Theater is about to open up nationwide on July 10th. If coherent movies come out, I'll be excited, but it's going to be the same fucking Chinese funded Hollywood garbage movies, right? The diarrhea explosion movies with all this fucking special effects and the actors who can't fucking enunciate their words nor have any sort of fucking soul behind their acting. Yeah. Yep. Great. Excited! God, you're such a negative piece of shit. Have you seen the world today? Sports is the only saving grace. Yet we have that at a very minimum right now, so still negative Nancy, kids. Wow, that's kind of a better way to end things, huh? Yeah, motherfucker, it is. But there you go. Ultimately, good Lord, folks. We're already halfway done with June. We're more than halfway done with June. This is the 19th today. We're 19 days into June, man. Fuck! The next episode on the Sky Lounge, June 20th, man. Fuck. Why do I say that? June 20th is the day my dad died, and it's the 2-year anniversary tomorrow. So we're going to talk about my dad. We're going to talk about some stuff on the personal level. So kids, if you want to join in on that, tune in to tomorrow's episode. All right, motherfuckers. I appreciate you dropping by this episode. Follow me at The Sky Lounge on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Music. And also check out The Sky Lounge on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Till next time, fuck off.